As I was saying, here's something new from Pepsi.
You can cash this.
Just buy any Pepsi product, look under their caps or crowns, you can win up to 1,000 pesos.
In 1992, Pepsi ran a contest in Philippines that ended up killing 5 people.
Congratulates the first number fever millionaire. Will you be the next millionaire?
Hello everyone, welcome to Star Cinema Hub. Today we are talking about the big disaster of Pepsi and a tragic story that involves $32 billion and 5 deaths. It all happened in the Philippines, but first, let me take you back to how it all started. Most people know that Pepsi always had this battle against Coca-Cola, but Pepsi always seemed to be the loser, like going bankrupt and investing tens of millions of dollars on failed products. Coca-Cola always won the battles, but Pepsi never gave up. They tried all sorts of marketing stunts to beat Coke. Until one day came the number fever in 1992, where every night those who bought Pepsi could win cash prizes starting from some small money from all the way to 1 million pesos. All they have to do was collect the Pepsi bottle caps with number inside and wait for the live announcement on television of the winning 3 digits number between 001 to 999. Pepsi had full control what numbers would appear under the caps and on television, so that every night only 2 people would become millionaires. A computer program that the company used made sure that only the winning number would be generated live. The number fever became extremely successful. Pepsi sales finally went from $10 million to $14 million a month for the first time ever. Pepsi finally thought they can overtake Coca-Cola. Until one night, instead of showing the pre-selected winning number 134, Pepsi by mistake showed 349, which was printed on more than 600,000 Pepsi bottle caps, so the 100,000 of people who were watching with the number 349 in their caps all thought they just won a lot of money. Hundreds of thousands of incredibly hopeful people are about to be a part of a huge Pepsi curse. And you're about to learn exactly what happened next. Soon after, thousands of Filipinos all over the country rushed to claim their prize. They didn't even wonder why there were so many of them. All they knew was that they were about to be millionaires. The Pepsi executive held a meeting to find a solution to this billions big problem. First, they had to inform newspaper to print the correct winning number. Then Pepsi publicly blamed the computer glitch for the error and offered the cap holders some small money as compensation. Can you imagine the disappointment these winners felt? For one night they thought they were rich. So the winners were of course angry by that. Pepsi had to honor their promise despite the mistake, but of course it was financially impossible for the company to pay all of them. But to the winners, it didn't matter. The anger turned into protests. Many protests become riots. People destroyed properties in anger. It was violent, and this is where the biggest part of the Pepsi curse happened. Pepsi executive received death threats, and Pepsi trucks were destroyed, stoned by protests, and burned. Many people ended up injured. And worst of all, it got so violent that at least 5 people died from homemade bombs thrown at Pepsi properties. All because of Pepsi. To top it all off, this began a new scandal, and some people believe that the bombing were orchestrated by Pepsi itself. 3 men claimed that they were hired by the company to stage the attack and to paint the protesters as a terrorist. Whether or not it was Pepsi that turned the protest into deadly riots, the violence and death held the company back, and Pepsi was once again in the depths of its curse. More than ever, Pepsi was losing against their competitor Coca-Cola. This is a story of a huge brand suffering a curse that changes the legacy of that soft drink in the Philippines forever.